Hello, thank you for stopping by my kitchen again. You are very, very welcome as always. Today I'm going to be making spiced pear and cranberry muffins. So before we begin properly, these muffins are made with dried cranberries. I don't know if you can see there. And we've got 2 ounces or 50 grams in the bowl. And what I'm going to do is just pour some boiling water over so they can be soaking and plumping up. So you can see there, boiling water is barely covering them. And just give them a mix up and they'll be nice and plump by the time we're ready for them later on in the recipe. And I'll just leave them here so I can give them a little mix now and again. So the next thing we need to do is fill a muffin tray with paper cases. This is a deep muffin tray and it's got 12 paper cases in it. And of course put our oven on. So the oven needs to be on 200 degrees if you've got an electric oven. That's about 190 if you've got a fan like me. And I'll just check so I get this right. 400 Fahrenheit, and that's gas mark 6. So really this recipe is just putting all the dry ingredients together, all the wet ingredients together, mixing them all together and go. It's very, very simple. So we're going to begin with sieving 10 ounces or 300 grams of plain flour. And to the flour we're going to sieve 3 teaspoons of baking powder. And to this we're going to add 4 ounces or 125 grams of caster sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. They're our lovely spices to give us our flavour. Now just give all that a mix up. And then set that aside and we'll get the wet ingredients together. So we need to melt our butter, and that's 2 ounces or 50 grams of butter. So while we're waiting for that to melt, we'll get on with the rest of the ingredients. So we want 3 tablespoons of a good olive oil, 3 eggs, and here I've got a 150 gram pot of just plain yoghurt, and we want all of that. That's 5 ounces if you're getting it from a big one and doing it in ounces, so 150 grams or 5 ounces of natural yoghurt. But just a small pot. And I'll take this off the heat because that's nearly melted there. And we'll give this a whisk up while we're waiting for the butter. And then just add the butter in slowly, keeping whisking. So now we've got our wet ingredients in one bowl, our dry ingredients in the other, and our cranberries still soaking and getting nice and plump in the water. And now we need to cut the pears. So just top and tail and peel the pears. And you need 2 large or 3 small pears. These pears are looking nice and juicy. I was worried that they weren't going to be ripe enough, but they look lovely. Nice and sweet. There. Once we've peeled them, just quarter them long ways. and then we'll just take the core out. And there's not much of a core in a pear. There. Once they're peeled and cored, we just need to dice them into quite small pieces. Get any pieces that are a bit too big like that one, just cut them in half. You don't want too big pieces in your muffins. And the last one. So that's the pears all chopped, and we need to bring our wet and dry mixture back now. First of all, at this point, I want to drain my cranberries off. They're looking nice and plump now. Show you a bit closer. Nice and plump, but we don't want all that water. So I'll get my sieve back and just drain them. So I'm going to give the flour mixture just one more quick mix, and the egg mixture one more quick whisk, and then one's going to go in the other. So I'll make a well and pour this in. And just mix that together. Just until it's about halfway mixed, then we'll put the pears and the cranberries in. There. Shake the cranberries off a bit and they can go in. And then all these lovely juicy pears. There was a couple that escaped. Good job my worktop is clean. And just mix all those around in the muffin mixture. And as always, cut through to make sure there's no flour left at the bottom of your bowl. And then I'll scrape my spoon off too to make sure there's no flour left. There, that's fine. There, perfect. So I'm going to get my muffin tray back and start to fill the muffin cases. These to be filled up quite near the top. This is exactly the right amount of batter for 12, so we will be going around again, filling them up even more. Now just keep on going until all the batter is gone. And I'll just dot the remaining on the ones that haven't got so much in. There, last little bit, where shall I put it? This one, I think. Okay, so they'll need to go into the oven for about 15 to 18 minutes, but mine are normally done in about 17 minutes. So that's 18 minutes mine have had today. As I said, normally they have 17 minutes, but they weren't quite done, so we'll have a look after 18 minutes. Look at those. They look and smell delicious. So I'll just leave them in the tray for about 5 minutes just to cool slightly. And then when they're slightly cool, if you pick them up now, they're a bit too soft, they won't keep their form. Give them about 5 minutes and then put them on the wire rack to cool totally. And I'll be back to cut them when they're totally cool. So with the coming of autumn, or nearly in autumn as we are, I wanted to make something that was warm and spicy and, you know, those autumn and winter flavours. So with the cranberry and nutmeg that's in these spiced pear and cranberry muffins, or my whole kitchen smells of that warm and wintry flavour. I shouldn't really say wintry yet, but we're getting into autumn, so I'll just give these a cut so I can taste. Or let me show you the plateful first. So it did make 12, not all 12 are on this plate. Oh, and I'm devouring this already. That's the muffin inside with the pears and everything. Oh, very nice. Oh, I do love cinnamon. And the flavour goes, the flavour of cinnamon and the nutmeg goes so well with the pears. I've got a little cranberry here. They just taste of autumn. Autumn is my favourite season. Let me just have another piece. Oh, they're so nice. Oh, so do try these. They're so nice. And they fill the whole house with that lovely cosy smell of cinnamon, and yeah, really nice. I'm sure you will like them. So if you have enjoyed the video, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you again next time. And I think I'm going to do a baked apple next time, another autumnal recipe, a pudding recipe, baked apple. I've got a nice recipe of baked apple with mincemeat inside. That's sweet mincemeat for any of my American viewers. UK viewers, Australian viewers will know the mincemeat we have at Christmas, but I'm not sure if you do have it in America. But it's a sweet mincemeat with fruit and raisins and things inside. Very nice. So yes, I look forward to seeing you again next time.